Welcome to the Royal Teton and Yellowstone, from the Unveiled Mysteries by the Ascended Master Saint Germain, Vegetarian, Part 2 of 2 on Words of Wisdom. Guy Warren Ballard was a United States mining engineer and co-founder, together with his wife Edna Ann Wheeler Ballard, of the I Am spiritual movement, inspired by his life-changing meeting with the Ascended Master Saint Germain, Vegetarian. One morning in 1930, Mr. Ballard, led subconsciously by his inner spiritual longing, went on a hike on beautiful Mount Shasta, located in the western US, where, according to legend, a group of divine adepts reside or could be seen. His sincerity and deep longing for the truth led to a profound experience that day. He was blessed by the appearance of the beloved Master Saint Germain. Following this enlightening encounter, Mr. Ballard devoted his life to spreading the Master's wisdom according to his capacity. From Master Saint Germain's dictations and teachings, Mr. Ballard wrote a series of books under the pseudonym Godfrey Ray King. Master Saint Germain's imparted spiritual knowledge was the basis for many lectures given by Mr. Ballard, as well as for the founding of the I Am religious activity in the early 1930s. By 1938, it had up to 1 million devotees. Today, the volumes documenting the valuable mysteries revealed by the Ascended Master to Godfrey Ray King are still fascinating spiritual gems for many across the globe. The three most famous volumes are titled Unveiled Mysteries, The Magic Presence, and the I Am Discourses. Ascended Master Saint Germain, Vegetarian, is deeply venerated among the Theosophical Society, as he represents the establishment of the Aquarian Age, an era that we are privileged to be witnessing. He is also identified with the Count of Saint Germain, Vegetarian, a mysterious European figure who possessed great inner knowledge and was called immortal by some due to his everlasting youth. Supreme Master Ching Hai, vegan, during a conference in 2022, spoke of the rarity of humans having contact with Ascended Masters.
Very few people can see Ascended Masters.
Oh, that's right.
Unless they are going up higher, and the Ascended Master has to lower themselves down a little. We have asked some of the Ascended Master teachings like Saint Germain.
Yes, Master.
And Master Moya and all that.
Yes, Master.
They appear to one or two people only.
Yes, Master.
True, yes.
Mostly they don't always appear. They appear sometimes, but mostly they just dictate their teaching.
Today, we are delighted to present excerpts from Godfrey Ray King's book, Unveiled Mysteries, wherein Saint Germain, Vegetarian, leads Mr. Ballard on a journey to Yellowstone and reveals the origin and mysteries of this magnificent place. Chapter 4, Mysteries of the Yellowstone. 7 days passed, and it was then the first week of September. On the evening of the 8th day, I sat contemplating life and its infinite expressions when my thought turned naturally to Saint Germain. Immediately, an overwhelming love went out to him in deep gratitude for all I had been privileged to experience through his assistance and light. A feeling as of a presence in the room began to come over me like a breath, and looking up suddenly, there he stood smiling and radiant, the very presence of divinity. "My son," he said, "am I so unexpected a visitor that I surprise you? Surely you know quite well that when thinking of me, you are in contact with me, and when I think of you, I am with you. In meditation, your attention was upon me, and so I appear. Is that not according to the law? Then, why not accept it as natural? What one thinks upon, he draws unto himself. Allow me to suggest that you train yourself never to be surprised, disappointed, or your feelings hurt under any circumstances. for perfect self-control of all the forces within you at all times is dominion, and that is the reward for those who tread the pathway of light and correction of the human self. Remember always that the right to command, which is dominion, is only permanently retained by those who have first learned to obey, because he who has learned obedience to the law of the One becomes a being of cause only, and that cause, love. Thus, he in reality becomes the law of the One through the quality of similarity. Watch, so nothing goes out from you except that which is harmonious, and do not allow a destructive word to pass your lips even in jest. Remember, you deal with a force of some kind every instant of eternity, and you are its qualifier at all times. I have come to take you on an important journey. We will be gone 36 hours. Draw the curtains to your room, lock the doors, and leave your body in bed. It will be guarded until our return. You have made certain inner advancement, and a very interesting, delightful experience and journey are ahead of you. I prepared my body for bed and soon became very still. A moment later, I stood upon the floor outside of my body, clothed in the same golden garment I had worn on my visit to the royal Teton. The sense of density one has about the walls was gone, and as I passed through them, the feeling was that which one experiences when walking through a heavy fog. This time, I was clearly conscious of passing through space. I did not ask where we were going, but it was not long until we came to the royal Teton. Toward the east stood the towering Rockies, and beyond them stretched vast plains that will one day be teeming with semi-tropical vegetation, and its people living in peace and abundance. To the west, we could see the Sierra and Cascade Mountains, and still farther on the Coast Range, whose shoreline is all to be changed. Northward, we looked down upon the Yellowstone, whose marvelous beauty veils its ancient mysteries and wonders from our present American civilization. The word Yellowstone, explained Saint Germain, has been brought down through the centuries for more than 14,000 years. At that time, the civilization of Poseidonus had reached a very high point of attainment because a great master of light was at the head of the government. It was only during the last 500 years that the decline took place, and the misuse of her great wisdom held sway. Within the present boundaries of the Yellowstone, which are still the same, existed the richest gold mine the world has ever known. It belonged to the government, and much of its wealth was used for experimental and research purposes in chemistry, invention, and science. 37 miles from this place was located a diamond mine. The stones taken from it were the most beautiful yellow diamonds that have ever been found within this earth before or since that period. Among the gems which came from that mine were a few rare stones of very remarkable beauty and perfection. If properly cut, they showed a tiny blue flame at the center that looked like liquid light. When worn by certain individuals, the radiance from this flame could be seen more than an inch above the surface of the stone. These were held sacred and only used in the highest, most secret rites of the Ascended Masters. 16 of them are still held in sacred trust by the Brotherhood of the Royal Teton and will again be brought into use at an appointed time. It was because of these magnificent yellow diamonds that the present name Yellowstone has come down to us. For more information on the Ascended Master Saint Germain Vegetarian, the I Am Teachings, and Godfrey Ray King's books, please visit stgermainfoundation.org or im-activity.eu.
I am always struck with the idea that all the highest, the purest, the subtlest, the most deep-reaching philosophy which the world holds has come to us from the vegetarian races. Dr. Anna Kingsford, MD, vegetarian.
Noble viewers, It was a pleasure to have you join us today for Words of Wisdom.